if you are experiencing these, you may want to go and take a pregnancy test. Because I did, and I was knocked up. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. In this video, I'll be sharing 3 super telltale signs of early pregnancy, the signs that happen before you even get a missed period, the things that you might be experiencing right now if you think you might be pregnant, a couple you might be aware of, but the third one is super overlooked, and I'm convinced a lot of women experience it and maybe don't even connect it to their pregnancy or experiencing an early pregnancy, don't realize that it's actually because they're pregnant. So along with sharing the 3 early pregnancy symptoms, I'm also going to be sharing why, science fact-based, why they occur. I have done tons of research and I really love understanding not only what's going on in my body, but why it's happening. And I'm all about empowering women to better understand their bodies and take control of their health. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, go ahead and subscribe. I also recently uploaded a huge video, it's like 30 minutes long, of every pregnancy symptom I've experienced so far in my pregnancy. I'm currently 23 weeks pregnant, or I will be tomorrow. And honestly, all kinds of strange things have happened to my body in the last approximately 20 weeks. So I will link that in the description box below if you'd be interested in viewing that. So the first pregnancy symptom that I'm going to share today is breast pain and breast changes in general. If you're pregnant, I'm willing to bet you're probably experiencing this. According to one study, I'll link it below, 76.2% of women involved in this study reported breast pain as a sign of early pregnancy. This is caused by estrogen and progesterone, of course, like every change in our body. And not only that, but just higher blood flow in general going to our breasts is increasing their sensitivity. It's hard to believe, but at this early stage, literally maybe right after conception, a couple days after conception, a week after conception, so before you've missed your period, you are already starting to build up additional fat content in your breasts for the purpose of breastfeeding later on. Can you believe it? And I can personally attest to experiencing this. Right away, my boobs started to, they were obviously very painful, but the growth was like almost immediate. I've had really small boobs my whole life, and then after becoming pregnant, before I even took the pregnancy test, I was noticing that they were larger, and larger than just like PMS symptoms. Like, it was clearly something was a little bit different this time around. Now at 23 weeks, I've definitely experienced a lot of growth in the last few months, but I know that it needs to start literally right after conception, because even after like gradual growth over the course of several months, my boobs have been really itchy, stretch marks already, and I moisturize like crazy. Like, I have been nuts since the get-go with the coconut oil, the grapeseed oil, I mean like the heavy duty stuff. And I've still noticed stretch marks. So this really needs to begin happening pretty much right after conception in order for them to get to the size they need to be by the time baby arrives. Personally, the first time I noticed it was before I thought I was pregnant, and I was in the shower and I looked down and I was like, they look a little bit bigger. Like, am I missing something? Am I really like? And of course they were super tender, super painful, and they have remained so for the last several months. So that's the first very early pregnancy symptom, breast pain. Next, and I think you might be surprised to find this on like the top 3 early pregnancy symptoms list, mood swings. Anecdotally, personally, again, before I had taken a pregnancy test, before I thought I was pregnant, I was experiencing very interesting and sharp emotions. After I took the pregnancy test, I reflected on the last couple weeks and I was like, wow, clearly my body was like going through a lot because I had snapped a lot at my husband. The American Pregnancy Association says that mood swings can be caused by physical stress, fatigue, changes in your metabolism, or again by the hormones estrogen and progesterone, which these significant hormone changes can cause disruptions with your neurotransmitters in your brain, which really does have an effect on how our moods are regulated. And even, again, like evolutionarily speaking, I can sort of see how this makes sense. I sort of feel like we as pregnant women become so sensitive to all stimuli because our bodies like actually need to be protecting us and our new little one in the womb. And so even before we actually know we're pregnant, our bodies are already going into this like hyper defense mode just trying to preserve ourselves, honestly. But that's like my own personal conjecture, not actually fact-based, but I can understand why women experience mood swings. And now the third early pregnancy symptom that I am seriously convinced so many women experience and don't even think that they're pregnant is tailbone pain. So tailbone pain in early pregnancy, I'm talking like immediately after conception, is caused by our pelvic ligaments already loosening and stretching due to a hormone called relaxin. And this is just preparing your uterus to be able to accommodate a, relatively large thing over the next few months. I can't understand why this would happen so soon. Maybe it's again with the breast changes needing to start immediately, because turns out this little critter is gonna grow really fast and like be here really soon. But for me, when I experienced this, I legitimately thought I had fallen down or something. Like I was like, why is my tailbone hurting? Like I had thought I fell and hit it somehow, and it was kind of irritating. So what I did to help was a lot of cat-cow yoga position to stretch out my lower back muscles. And I also did sleep with a pillow between my legs, which I think you should do anyway with pregnancy, just because so many changes are happening, but particularly with your hips and your pelvis and tailbone, it really helped me to sleep with a pillow between my legs. So there you have it, the 3 telltale signs of early pregnancy, one of which I'm sure you probably maybe didn't know about. And if you are experiencing these, you may want to go and take a pregnancy test, because I did, and I was knocked up. So I will actually also be sharing how my husband and I found out about this pregnancy, which coincidentally happened 2 weeks after our crazy pandemic wedding. So that's going to be interesting to share that story. That will be going up in a couple of days. So if you don't want to miss out, definitely subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you soon.